San Francisco. Super Week. No off season. This is the Sport Beach Clubhouse, where sport, culture, and marketing play on.
Yo, everybody. Hello. Coming to you live from the Sport Beach Clubhouse content studio here in San Francisco. I'm Glenn Cole, one of the founders and creative chairman of 72andSunny. I am with the Team USA center, wide receiver one, Ashlea Klam, also a star of Kaiser University, who you probably or should have, if you haven't seen, in the national championship game most recently, and also friend.
Oh, thank you, Glenn. Thank you for that introduction.
You got it. And one of the exciting upcoming stars, hopefully, of the Olympic team in LA 28.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the game, what you see from inside the game, from the player's perspective, and just kind of celebrate the incredible growth that we're all seeing and loving in the sport. But I really want to dig into, help people get to understand who Ashlea is.
I love it.
In a deep level. Okay.
Let's get these
Now,
combos started.
Here's the first thing I want to know, though. Talk to me about this. Give me the inside scoop on the national team. So I know the format is going to be 6 teams at the Olympics, a 16 tourney. Who, in your opinion, will be the 6 countries in that tournament?
Ooh, this is a great question, actually. They actually just announced that USA, being the host country, does have an automatic spot.
What about Mexico?
Hmm?
What about Mexico and Canada?
Okay, so we have 1 down, 5 more to go, which also on the USA side, I think that is extremely exciting. I think that's an honor in itself to be able to already say that Team USA will be playing in the LA 2028 Olympics. That I texted my coach the screenshot, and I was like, did you know this? Can you believe this? And his answer was, so amazing, but the goal still stays the same. And I completely agree with that. So the 5 other countries, oh my goodness, you're going to get me in trouble, Glenn.
You know what? Right now, who's impressing you right now? It could all change in 2 years.
Okay, I'll talk
who's
about
kicking
who's
ass
impressed
now?
me. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say, I mean, you have to mention Team Mexico with the star Diana Flores. She is fantastic. And then just Victoria Chavez, Allison Salazar, they are all great players and also great humans and great advocates for our flag football, our sport. So have to mention Mexico. And then you also have to mention Team Canada. Every time we play them for USA, it's a battle. It's back and forth, and it really just ends up being who has the ball last. And they're fantastic. They're dynamic. They're fast, and they do a lot of crossing routes as well. So, defensively for flag football, it's hard because you can't check off the line. You have to cover someone at their full max speed. And it's extremely difficult, especially with crosses. But both defenses for USA and for Mexico, for USA and Canada, they have to work really hard while playing. And then I'm going to go ahead and give a little shout out to Team China. They're fierce, Glenn.
Fierce?
They're fierce.
Discipline was the word that came to mind when you said them, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Fierce is better.
Fierce, they're disciplined. They want it so bad, and their country wants it as well. They just hired a former men's USA coach, and he's fantastic. He's so smart. He's also very disciplined, so he's going to fit in great there. And then I'm going to have to say Team Austria. We faced them.
Austria.
Team Austria.
I thought you were going to say Australia.
No, Team Austria.
Okay.
Australia is great as well, but Team Austria, we faced them in the semifinals, and it came down seconds on the clock in China. So they are fantastic. They have great play combinations. Their offense is very fast. Their defense is great. I listed, and then I'm going to have to say Team Great Britain as my last one. Team Great Britain. They have Phoebe Schechter on their team, Coach Jack Reed. They're fast, they're disciplined. All of these countries, I feel like the words I'm saying is fast and disciplined for all 6 countries. So, yeah, those are my 6.
It's cool to be able to say right now in 2026.
Yeah.
That seems like too few teams given how many good teams there are.
Completely.
Like when you're going through the list, I'm like, dude, France. Where's France? Where's Japan?
Yeah, exactly.
And Nigeria.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing to laugh about.
No, 100%. And I think it's showing that the countries right now who I just listed, except besides Team China started like 2 months before World Games. But the countries who have started now have been powerhouses for an extremely long time. But for the Olympics, it could be a completely different list. there are countries who are picking up flag football, and these athletes are picking it up fast. They want to do it, and they're seeing what flag football can do for them. And so all of these countries, I mean, France, Italy, Nigeria, like you mentioned, they're coming up quickly, and it'll be exciting to see what they do in the future.
All right, I'm going to do a little education round for some folks who are watching.
Absolutely.
So I was reminded of Taylor Swift went on the New Heights podcast last year sometime.
Yes.
And made a funny comment about how originally she asked, I think, how Travis and what's it like to play against your brother on the field. He's like, well, we don't play both ways. Like, he's on offense, I'm on defense. And she was like, oh, I feel like the dummy. But, you know, that's okay, like learning the game. But I think for a lot of the audience, it's unclear. Do you play both ways in flag? Like, give a quick breakdown for the people who are going to start getting into this.
So I think there's two kind of formats to mention. You have 5-on-5, which is the international side. That's going to be more of your select teams, your select tournaments, because I just played at the iFlag World tournament, and we played 7 divisions. I had 40 games across 7 days. So that's all 5-on-5. And then, of course, Olympics will be 5-on-5. It's fast. It's 20 minutes, 2 20-minute halves. 5-on-5, being versatile helps. So if you can play both ways, if you can play both ways, you're being looked at more often.
You're expected to play both ways? Will NFL players have to play both ways?
Yeah, and I think that's why, like Travis Hunter, he's going to be able to translate over to flag football, because when you think about it, it's only a 10-man roster. So it's 5 on offense,
and they have to try
5
out
on defense, and you have to try out. Exactly. So it's like you can't have only 5 offensive players that know nothing about defense, because what if someone gets hurt? It's a lot of games. What if someone gets injured, and then what? What are you going to do? Now you're screwed. So you have to know a little bit about both, and especially for 5-on-5. And then you look at the 7-on-7, which is more high school and collegiate level. I play at Kaiser University, like you mentioned, and it's 7-on-7. I do play both ways there. For USA, I just play center. I also play DB, but my position is center. But for Kaiser, for college, I'm free safety and slot receiver. So you play both ways there also as well. That's a longer game. It's a much larger field. It's a longer game. It is 4 14-minute quarters, which, it's a lot longer, but it's fun. It's fun to see. There's a lot more time to make some big plays in it.
People hear center if they're a football fan and they think Jason Kelsey or that kind of position.
Yeah.
What's the center in flag?
So center, and we are eligible. That is my most commonly asked question. Oh, you play center? Are you even eligible for a route? Yes, I promise.
Center, I get it.
Yeah, yes. And so 7-on-7, even in 7s, you are eligible if you snap the ball. So I usually snap one-handed. That's another question. You snap two-handed? No, it's a lot difficult to get up whenever you're snapping the ball. You got to be fast. You got to be quick. You have to be able to snap the ball and immediately get out of your break. Because if you are 1 second behind, if you try and look up, see where the rusher is, then you just messed up the entire play timing. Because, again, it's a much smaller field. So they're based off of timing. It's based off of routes. And we don't have a blocker. It's a 7-yard rush for 5-on-5. It's a 7-yard rush, and they come in straight to the quarterback. Nothing slowing them down. They're in full stride. So you have about 2 seconds to throw the ball. And so if I snap the ball and I'm not up there in literally 0.2 seconds, then I just mess up the entire play. So center, we are eligible. We are dynamic. We're fast. And it's really impressive to see what some of these centers can do.
Okay, you've played on the U.S. team for how long now?
For 3 years.
Okay.
2025 was my 3rd year.
And so you were brought to my attention by who I call the GOAT, Vanita.
Oh my
Crouch.
gosh, absolutely. Capital G.
And
GOAT.
she's like, you got to look at Klam. That's where things are going. So with Vanita, how does the team orient around her? Because she seems like she was doing it,
Vanita is, I don't have words for Vanita Crouch. She is a player who cares so much about flag football and cares so much about her teammates and cares so much about winning and performing and doing great. She has so much pressure on her shoulders because, like you said, she is the GOAT. And I mean, if you know flag football, you know Vanita Crouch. And she has so much pressure, but she does it with such grace. I swear, she is probably, someone's asked me who's like your closest on the team, and I'll say Vanita. Me and her are roommates as well.
Okay.
We call ourselves yin and yang.
Oh, yeah?
She's my girl.
Who's
I
the
love
messy
her.
one?
Who's the messy one?
Yeah.
Both of us. Oops. That's why we're such great teammates.
Who's the loud one?
But the thing is, but we have we have such organized mess as well, and we both like to sleep in. There'll be like 6 a.m. breakfast. Me and Vio, like, we have a bar in our room. We'll meet you whenever the bus leaves. We like to sleep in. We love to talk, but we also like know exactly when we both need our downtime and just TikTok rot time. We FaceTime people in our room. We hang out. Me and her, she is the yin to my yang.
That's amazing. Well, she starred in both, or she had a role in at least, both of the Super Bowl ads that we made with the NFL. Run With It, which starred Deanna.
Yes.
But also featured Vanita as a tribute.
Yes, I love it.
And also, she was the coach of your fictional team in last year's Flag 50 ad. What's a memory of you and her in that production, specifically about her role as the coach? Because we got the director, Pete Berg, was trying to make her a hard ass.
Yes.
Which seemed hard for her.
It is hard for her. I mean, there are so many memories that come to mind when I think about that specific shoot, but oh my gosh, what is
Do you remember when the director told her to yell at you guys?
Yeah, and she
like berate you?
Yes. Yeah, looking over, and okay, also
I don't see anybody vomiting. What are we even doing?
Also, Peter Berg, the director, he made us go through a workout that day. I remember coming, actually waking up the next morning sore. He was making us do push-ups on the football. I'm like,
we're like, doesn't look realistic.
Yeah, no, but seriously, he was making us break out in a sweat. And then you look over at V, and she's like, come on, let's go. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Vanita. But she played her role perfectly. She is amazing. She's a star on and off the field. I love her so much. She is, like you said, go with a capital G.
Well, she's probably the first. If you're starting to get into flag football nowadays, probably Deanna's a name that people start to know.
For sure.
Vanita, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Now though, you, Deanna Cololo, who was the star of the last year's ad.
She's here this week. Have you seen her yet?
I have not seen her.
She's with Overtime. She's hanging out with Overtime, doing
okay.
interviews and stuff. So.
Well, I saw that she's also now a scholarship athlete at Southern Alabama.
Yes. ASU, Alabama State University.
Alabama State. Sorry, not Southern.
Alabama State.
At ASU, so she just started. And what's really awesome to see is you guys are kind of also on the roster with Under Armour.
Absolutely, yes.
So they're working with you. They seem like they're very in support of you. They're kind of doing the hero development playbook and marketing with you, trying to make you are individual stars, but when they talk to you about the work they're doing, what are some of the themes?
I think some of the themes
or maybe leading up to this commercial that I'd like you to talk about also.
I mean, Under Armour, they want to tell our story, and I think they're doing a phenomenal job at doing that. They're telling our story, and they're also legitimizing flag football. And they just put out the commercial that truly, oh my God, it was a work of art.
What's it called? The name of it?
The Next Era.
The Next Era. Under Armour, look it up. It's on YouTube.
It is so amazing. I mean, seriously,
it's like a new language. I thought it was cool that it was kind of a new language you haven't seen in football.
Yeah, no, I think
you guys look all badass.
Yes, we looked badass. We looked beautiful.
We
looked confident, powerful, strong, and that's what they want people to know, that flag football is all of those words. It's no longer a sport where people are, being made fun of to play. And they're saying, here, look at this, and let's show the younger girls what they can look like. They're putting us in this picture, and they're putting us in this huge campaign to say, we know what flag football is, and if you don't, here's what it is.
Exactly.
And they're letting us be who we are in it. Taking, all of the calls, and Lauren, she's the creative director at Under Armour. I'm going to get emotional talking about her because she truly, she has been pushing this campaign for years. And she has been pushing this campaign for years because she knew what flag football was before other people did. She's been pushing it, and she did such a phenomenal job at sharing what she loves about this sport and sharing it to the world. I can't believe the amount of calls that we've been on and her asking, what does a flag football stadium look like to you? What does the future look like to you? What do you want to be represented as? She made this campaign what we wanted it to be. She listened to the athletes. She not only listened, but she did it. She heard us, and she said, okay, this is what I'm doing. I told her, I want to look like a princess, goddess, bad bitch. That's what I told her.
Hell yeah,
and
let's go.
she said, okay, that's what we're going to do then.
I think she nailed the brief.
Yeah, and she literally, she said, that's what we're going to do. And she did amazing in all of the costumes. Cam,
Wow.
gosh, Cam and Chad, they freaking killed it. They absolutely embodied what we wanted this sport and what we wanted our stories to be told. And they embodied that, and they did fantastic.
I think in the mythology of any hero journey,
Yeah.
the storytelling is so important. It's one of the things that what makes me fist pump out of bed in the
Yeah.
morning, why we do the ads with the
Exactly.
NFL, Rent Flag. It's so exciting to hear there's people inside that organization,
Yes.
beyond the marketing people who are doing a great job with it too.
Absolutely.
There's the Ronit Larone
Oh my
folks
gosh.
at the NFL and
Lauren Nitto, Carly
right?
Server, Kylie, they're amazing.
who are really driving this thing forward by
Yeah.
not just putting the cameras on you, but inviting you to be part of the storytelling.
Yeah.
Creating legends around you, you
Yeah.
know, or like getting people to know about it. I get tongue-tied.
No,
I
of
get so
course.
excited about it, but it's great to hear there's more of those. We should go do a story on them. We should go find more of the
Absolutely.
advocates on the inside.
Absolutely. I mean, there's people who are truly pushing for us, and it's so easy to, talk about people in front of a camera or talk about people talk about athletes.
Yeah.
But it's not as easy to talk about them behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors, they are the first people to be pushing for our names. And then you see Sarah Bishop. We just did a panel with her.
Mm-hmm.
They are telling our stories behind closed doors so that our stories can be told to everyone. And they're pushing for us, and they're pushing for everything that we want. And they're pushing for what they know that flag football can be. And they're doing a phenomenal job. I mean, the global rise of flag football, a masterpiece, truly. I mean, and also my favorite part, the second one that they just did, they did Champions Rising, and then this one was, I can't remember the second part of it, but they put my little cousin in it as well. And that's exactly what flag football is to me.
The global rise, yeah.
Yes, the global rise, putting my little cousin in there and hearing the words, my cousin Ashley, like, first it started creating role models, and then it went into like my cousin Ashley. That's why we play this sport. That's why I'm here this entire week missing classes and missing school. That's why I'm here, because I want to
saw her doing her
show-
homework.
Yeah.
You're not, professors.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry. It's getting done. But that's why we're here, and that's why I want to continue to push what this sport is and showing the younger generation that this sport can take you places. It's no longer just a recreational sport. It's taking you places, and it can be you.
Where do you envision it taking you in the future, or other people?
For me, I see myself potentially working at an NFL company, organization in the future, just pushing what this sport is to me and, advocating for this sport. But also, it also is allowing me to play in a professional league. We're going to be able to play in a professional league here soon. And I mean, that's not only for me, that's for all of the female flag athletes that want to make money and want to play our sport.
Yeah.
I mean, for the USA team, you look at every single one of those girls, we all have jobs. And we are all told to put, flag football first. Absolutely, that's what we all want to do, but it's difficult. It's difficult to do that whenever you have rent, whenever you have mortgage, whenever you have bills, utilities, groceries. It's difficult to say, okay, yeah, we're going to work out 24/7 all every hour. But with this new professional league, that is something that we can do now. We will be able to make money from our sport. So that's what I see, and I think it's starting in 2027. Yeah. I mean, and then now another thing I see is when I tell people I play flag football, it's no longer like powder puff. It's no longer.
It's an annoying
I didn't
term.
even know that was a thing.
It's an annoying term.
Exactly.
You gotta get away with it.
Yes, I want to as well. It's no longer just that. It's my daughter. I want it to be my daughter plays that, and my niece plays that, and we're getting a lot of that now. It's something that I'm absolutely hearing now, but I want it to be the normal, the standard.
What brands have reached out to you who want to work with you now? And the follow-up will be what brands are you working with, and then what brands are sort of in your I would love to work with?
Yeah, obviously the Under Armour contract, that is a big one. I'm working with Seismic Headgear, Scout Smart. They're a recruiting company that helps flag athletes get recruited at the collegiate level.
Oh,
yeah, they're
okay.
using great technology to do all of that. And then I'm also working with Unrivaled Flag. They're another tournament organization league that's been putting on great tournaments, and yeah, it's great. I would love to work with Oakley in the future. They've also done such a great job at pushing. We talked about the metas.
Yep.
We talked about Oakley metas and how cool it would be to just be able to press a button and say, what is she doing right now? What is she doing on the field?
Amazing.
So I think that's an amazing
That's
avenue.
a free idea for Oakley Meta.
Yeah,
right there. That is a partnership idea.
Exactly.
This is not hard, people.
It's not hard.
Somebody make a phone call. All right, or we will.
And then, of course, Gatorade. I think that they've done such a great job. They're pushing it. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's. I would be lucky and honored to work with any brand that wants to support flag football. So
Totally
if you want to support flag football, hit me up.
Well, you have so many advocates. Obviously, at 72andSunny, we are incredible advocates.
Yeah.
Personally, a huge advocate for the sport, what
Yeah.
you're doing. I don't think you're going to have a problem finding more advocates.
Thank you. I actually have a question for you, Glenn.
Okay.
What drove you into flag football? For these brands that were telling, I mean, you have been someone who's been pushing it from the beginning. You see the ad that the 2022, 2023
With the
Deanna?
ad with Deanna, a few years ago.
A few years ago. I
two-
mean,
two
that
or something.
ad just was a monumental piece for our sport. So what drove you to want to push flag football forward?
Well, our family is very sport forward. My
Right.
wife played volleyball in college at USF here in town. So a lot of our value systems are formed by our sports experience. I ran track coming up at
Yeah.
Go Ducks. And then our daughter at that time was, I think, trending into an age where you kind of decide, are you going to lean in or
Yeah.
into sports or not? And she was. And she was playing with lots of them, including volleyball, but also and swimming. But flag football was on the list.
Yes.
Yeah, and at the same time, the NFL had invited us to help lobby the IOC to make flag football included at LA 28.
Love
So
that.
we helped them with the storytelling on that, and in that process, I discovered folks like Deanna, folks like Vanita,
Yeah.
folks like you, and I was just blown away. Not just by first of all, it's just my first thing was like, this is fucking badass.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, so first of all, there's a great storytelling job here from
Absolutely.
what people think to what it really is. And I'm really inspired. Second, I could see my daughter in it.
Of course.
And then I could see everybody's daughter in it. And then it just happened to work out that the NFL's ambition to grow their fan base overlap almost completely with the ambition to grow flag. It's an accessible version of the sport.
Of course.
More women play that. Plenty of men play that.
Yeah.
It's much more accepted internationally. And then it was by design a zag.
Okay.
So, and the creative guy in me loved the zag of it, the storytelling opportunities. And now when I meet folks like you, I feel uplifted, and I move towards things that uplift me, and I try to uplift them in turn. And we just get into high-fiving all the time, and
Just love that.
and so it's a purpose thing. But thank you for asking me.
Yeah, of course. I've always wondered that, and so thank you for answering. It was a great answer too.
Thank you. You know what? I'm going to tell you one other story, which is when I was at the Cannes Lion Film Festival at our first Sport Beach. I was sitting with Vanita, who we'd brought out there.
Yes.
And we were there for a few hours chatting about the sport and opportunities, and we'd just come off the commercial, producing the
So
commercial.
good.
And there was a woman hanging out near the entrance for hours. It felt like was staring at us.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was going on. I just made nothing of it. But after 2 hours of sitting and chatting, Vanita had to leave. And I just kind of watched her leave. And as she left, this woman followed her, picked up a duffel bag and followed her, which was horrifying to see. Scary.
Yeah, scary at first.
And
like,
the next
what?
thing you know, Vanita's listening, and then the bag opens, and she's pulling out all these jerseys. It looks like Vanita
That's
Crouch
so
USA
amazing.
jerseys. And I'm like, who on earth
Yeah.
in France has a duffel bag of Vanita Crouch? I don't even know how much we advertise that she'd be
Yeah.
there. So I run up there, and I'm like, what is this? She's like, well, this girl plays for the local flag team. Leslie Bicep plays for the local flag team.
That's
Then
so
I was like,
sick.
there's a local flag team
Yeah.
in southern France.
Well, it's
There's a
like
local
you
flag
said.
league.
It is. It's also. It's much more normal internationally, and that's what we are trying to push. And I think it's also a great reason why the NFL is leaning into flag football, because
Yeah.
it is. It's so known internationally, and we're just. It's crazy to hear that story, and I can't wait to hear more experiences for athletes to be able to feel those exact moments.
So great.
Because that's why we do it as well. And it's we do that because we want to show the other people, the younger generation, but not only the younger generation, but also just women in general, that you can play this sport. I mean, you look at Madison Fulford, Izzy Geraci, they made the team they made the USA team a year after they started playing. And so you don't have to be a younger girl to start this sport. You can start if you are, Madison started when she was 26 years old, I think, 26, 27. So you don't have to be a younger girl, and that's what, it's amazing to hear that athlete in Italy recognized Vanita and said, I know who you are because I know what you do. And that's what we want to show people what we do.
Just incredible.
It's
I think for the average American, that's a shocker. Now they're seeing it.
For sure.
With the other international
someone
stories,
asked me, do people get starstruck? Like, do these athletes, high school athletes, get starstruck when they see you? And to me, not really. But also because we've been playing alongside each other for years now. And now they've also seen me. They've known me before what all of these brands have seen. They've seen me before that. And they know me before that. And we've also just been pushing all together. And that's what's so amazing about this sport is the support system. I mean, it's insane. Like, I'm going to get emotional talking about this because it is such a sport that we do have to hold hands with each other and push each other forward. And we have to, support each other, and we have to scream each other's names in the audience at NFL Honors. That's what it is.
You just presented it.
Yes,
NFL
I
Honors.
just presented at NFL Honors, and one of our flag football global ambassadors in Italy, she screamed my name right before. And that's it is insane to me that
was actually my wife.
Yeah.
Screaming your name from the back. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, hold on.
We did. I just don't think we were loud and we were too far back.
No, but I mean, it's crazy that our support our sport has such a support system, and we've been pushing each other forward for so long, and we're all getting the recognition that we truly deserve.
One of the things I love about this this environment, this sport, this community,
Yes.
and people like you're so selfless. There was concerns, other brand folks who are here with us at Sport Beach, some of them have relationships with like Deanna, who's very public, very visible since that ad. And they have expressed concern about maybe you being offended that maybe Deanna's working with them, but they're not working with you. I said, that is not who Ashlea or any of them are. She believes all boats will rise with the tide.
Absolutely.
Which is a beautiful thing. And hopefully that's a value system that stays with this sport. For another reason I love it.
Well, I mean, I didn't know the opportunities until she started getting them. I didn't know that flag football, you would be able to be an Under Armour athlete. You'd be able to star in an NFL Super Bowl ad, that you would be able to be a Gatorade athlete. We didn't know that because it wasn't happening. Yeah. And so she was one of the first, she was the first to start showing younger girls and athletes like me that is possible. And now these athletes, these brands are starting to sign on other flag football athletes. And I will share every single time when that happens, because it is amazing to see, and it is so powerful and so monumental for our sport.
Okay, I'm going to bring it to one or two more questions because we're probably running up on time. Who are some stars we should be paying attention to other than yourself? Yeah. And everybody, you should be paying attention to this one if you're not. But who else? There's McKenna. There's some others out there.
Of course. You have McKenna Cook, amazing quarterback. You have a Kimmy High. She's also an amazing quarterback. She was on the 17U junior national team. You have Emery Beckett, another amazing quarterback. She plays for Texas Fury. She actually just won the 17U or high school NFL flag championship. She was named MVP there. And then I'm going to have to end it off on Kate Reynolds. Glenn, Kate Reynolds you are going to hear her name a lot in the future.
Caitlin Reynolds.
Caitlin Reynolds,
people. Caitlin
plays
Reynolds.
on Texas Fury. And I might be a little biased, but she is going to be the best flag football player to come out of Texas Fury. And I came out of Texas Fury, and she's going to be the best. I am telling you, that girl has athletic ability and love for the game like no other. She is absolutely phenomenal, and she has been named, I think, it's like every year. She's won 3 golds with the junior national team. Just got her second MVP. First year she played, she got an MVP, and then the third year She played for the junior national team. She got an MVP. So 3 golds, 2 MVPs for the junior national team. I mean, come on.
Let's go.
It doesn't get better than that.
100%.
She is phenomenal. I am extremely proud to call her. She's also my little for flag. She's not little anymore. She's like 16 years old now. But when she started playing with Texas Fury, she was 12 years old, and I was kind of her mentor, her role model. Even though if she doesn't want to admit that, I totally was. Love you, Kate, but I totally was. But she's phenomenal. I swear, you're gonna hear her name a lot.
Okay, those are great pro tips. I got one more for you, and it's on the subject of just being a competitive mofo.
Yeah.
And even in our company, we're a creative. 72andSunny is a creative agency. I think that's our industry.
Yeah.
But we have to perform.
Yeah.
The work we do has to perform, has to do a job. So you have the artists and athletes in the same space, which is in a way like you. So I'm always fascinated by not just somebody who does something with swagger, but also gets the job done. Get the ring, get the trophy.
Yes.
So you were in the national championship game in flag this year with Kaiser against Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Who's won, how many have they won so far? They're a consecutive year champion, right?
This is really awkward, Glenn.
What's that?
This is really awkward, Glenn. No.
No, we're going to talk about the future.
No, but we are not. Kaiser University, we've lost in the national championship.
No, I know. Who are you playing against?
I'm
trying to treat him like Voldemort. He will not be named.
No, Ottawa University. I'm going to give them their props. I mean,
they are legit.
But they are
they
absolutely
4-year consecutive
amazing.
champions?
5-year.
5-year. So you went up against this powerhouse, but you're in the national championship game, and that's going to become a bigger media event likely
absolutely.
in the future, right? Now, UCLA is going to want a piece, USC, all these programs are going to want in.
Of course.
What do you see as, looking back, being an athlete, reflecting on performance, what's the leap that'll have to happen to get past that school?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ottawa is a fantastic college. They have 2 phenomenal coaches as well, Liz and Katie Sowers, who have been pushing this game forward for an extremely long time. Katie Sowers, she was one of the first NFL coaches, or one of the first women NFL coaches with the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they have a great coaching staff, great athletes. But, I think the one thing that, like, our school also has that's amazing, Kaiser, is the family and the support system that we have there. I made a quote last year after we lost in the national championship. I made a quote, and it said, "Get you a team that even when you lose, it feels like you're winning."
Amazing.
And that I feel like embodies what Kaiser University is. And we are in a powerhouse, or not a powerhouse school. We'll get there. We will get there. But we are a phenomenal school with amazing recruits and amazing coaches. Sam Harris, Chris Truzowski, they are phenomenal as well, and they do so many things. But what's going to get us there is the budget. We need a bigger budget. I'm going to say that out loud.
Yes.
We need a bigger budget. And I think all schools need a bigger budget when it comes to NAI, flag football. If we want to be...
Yeah, it can't just be sign up to play.
Exactly.
Let's go.
We need a bigger budget. We don't even have locker rooms. We don't even have locker rooms, Glenn.
Okay.
So we need some locker rooms. There are some things...
I can think of at least 5 brands who should just jump on this
exactly,
right now.
Exactly. And I will say, Kaiser has done a phenomenal job at supporting, especially me. Being a college student and missing an entire week for the Super Bowl, it is, sometimes frowned upon, but Kaiser has done a phenomenal job at saying, we support you, go out there, get it. But when it comes to our flag football, we need more resources. And I think that goes a lot for all of the schools. We need more resources. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at there. There's a lot of things that I can say, but I'll leave it at that.
You are an amazing ambassador. You're an amazing human. You're an amazing role model. I am really proud to be doing this work in the time of Ashlea Klam. We all are. Grateful. And I wish the best for you. I will be advocating for you and your teammates, and a locker room at Kaiser. Yeah. And a flag team at Oregon. Let's go.
Yes,
Get on.
exactly.
Let's go. I'm on that starting Monday.
Exactly. Yes.
And we got your back. So
thank you.
And thank you for being the inspiration that you are and uplifting.
Thank you for having me and being able to tell not only my story, but flag football's story. And I think that you've done a phenomenal job at showcasing what flag is to a lot of these brands and a lot of these people. So we appreciate you. This does not happen without you and 72andSunny.
Oh, thank you so much, Ashley. That's what we've got for the show. That's an incredible, incredible show. And if you're considering being an insider on the Olympics, I hope you watch this because there's some serious pro tips in here. I'm Glenn Cole, founder and chairman of 72andSunny. I'm with the great, charming, funny, badass, cool Ashlea Klam.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you.
Live from Sport Beach Clubhouse, content studio here in San Francisco. Go Seahawks.
Yeah.